Hey there, welcome to Don't Be Dumb. I'm Josh Clark. Thank you for joining me. Have you ever ordered a beer, or if you're some kid, a root beer, and the bartender held the glass at a 45-degree angle when he or she poured it? That was actually what's called the perfect pour. See, there's actually a correct way to pour a beer or a root beer, and it involves holding that glass at that 45-degree angle. You start with the angled glass and you pour the beer or root beer into it down the side. Then, when the glass is about halfway up, you tilt it upright and keep pouring into the center. Then, when you're done, you should have about 1 to 2 fingers of foam at the top of the beer. And if you're pouring from a bottle, you take the bottle and roll it back and forth on the counter and then pour what comes out into the foam. That's all the yeast and gunk, and it'll go into the beer and make it taste delicious. But why should holding a glass at some stupid angle matter? I'll tell you. See, beer and root beer are both beverages that are under carbonation, which means that carbon dioxide is held in solution in them under pressure. That means the carbon dioxide wants to escape, but it can't. But when you do something like jostle that beer or root beer, the carbon dioxide gets to make its great escape. When you pour a beer or root beer at a 45-degree angle down the side of the glass, it doesn't get a big chance to be jostled. And so therefore, the carbon dioxide bubbles don't form as much. But if you poured it into, say, a dirty glass that had a lot of gunk on it, those particles would create imperfections that the CO2 could use to start to form bubbles. And then once a bubble forms, that forms another imperfection for another bubble, and another bubble, and another bubble, and so on, forming a chain that you would recognize as foam. So that's why you always pour a beer or a root beer into a clean glass at a 45-degree angle down the side of the glass. It just gives less chance for CO2 to escape and create foam. So the next time somebody says to you, "Hey, why are you pouring that beer or that root beer while you're holding a glass at a 45-degree angle?" you set them straight and tell them Josh sent you. Thanks for joining me. Do you have a suggestion for an episode of Don't Be Dumb? Leave it in the comments below. You can also like this video, or subscribe, or share it. I don't care.